Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have some more toys to show you guys. I'm going to start out with a couple of board games first, and then go into a really good find that I had. Not to say really good in terms of money or value, because I'm actually not sure what these things are worth, if they're even worth anything. Just sort of really good in terms of it being something that I kind of liked as a kid, but never really had my own. And there's just, you'll see what it is. So starting out with the board games, first up is Yahtzee Junior Pokemon, and this one here was $2.49. Now everything I got today was also 30% off because I used my 30% off card, and I decided to get this one first off because it was Pokemon, and anything Pokemon I'll go and grab right away. And then second, I checked to see that everything was there, and to my surprise, nothing's actually been used in this. Like, it's been opened and then just never used. Everything is still there, even the little stickers that you're supposed to put on the dice there. And the little tokens aren't even punched out of their cardboard, so I was really happy to find this in as good condition as it is in. Now let me just gather this up and put it away. Next up is a board game that a lot of us have played and a lot of us know about, but this here is one of the more recent versions of it. It's Monopoly Here and Now, the World Edition. And as you can tell, it has this new method of paying for stuff. Basically, you can have up to 6 players. They use this sort of plastic credit card in this machine here, and that's how you interact with all the different money. With this one here, almost everything was in here. And when I say almost everything, pretty much everything except for a couple of the houses. But I mean, since the houses are all random shapes, like there's a couple that repeat themselves, but there's several basic shapes to the houses, so I can probably just, I don't know, grab little houses from another Monopoly game and stick them in this one. But also, like, I mean, it's only missing 4 of the houses, so I don't think it's that big of a deal that not all the houses are there, because most of the times people are going to convert their houses into hotels, which are really strangely shaped, but they're going to be converting those into hotels, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. Let me just get this out of the way. And it's just slightly damaged here. Everything else is perfectly fine, and this was also $2.49, if you can see there. And again, 30% off. Now, inside of that, I found a whole bunch of extra cards, and I wasn't sure what this was for exactly, because I thought they were just part of the game. But it turns out there was a whole other game of cards in there, and they were actually cards for a game called Monopoly Deal. I think what happened is a whole bunch of games were turned into card games by Parker Brothers and probably a couple other companies as well, and they were all sort of they all came out. Anyways, they're weird card games based on the board games themselves, and I guess it's a good thing that those were included in their extra, but I don't really have a use for those, so who knows what I'm going to do. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys is something that I actually didn't see the first time I looked at the board game section. I scoured through the entire store, didn't find anything really of interest. I went back to the board games. That's where I found those 2 games. And then I saw a guy pick this item up and then put it back down. And I think, why not take a look at what it is. And before I actually saw the entire box, I just saw the corner of it, and I saw the Bandai logo, and I was like, okay, I need to take a look at this. And And basically what it is a Gundam figure. You can hear stuff rolling around in there. There were a whole bunch of extra parts and stuff. That one there is the one that was in the box, but there were several other ones in the box already. Now, it sucks that they were already made, because the biggest part about these kits is that you get to make the figures on your own. And I had one of them as a kid, but I pretty much destroyed the thing trying to put it together, so my parents never bought me another one of them. But I was just happy to find what I found in this set here. Now, they had it marked for $7.99, but it was 30% off, so it was like $5 and some change, I think. So I was perfectly fine with paying that for these. Let me just show you guys the sort of accessories that I don't know. I don't know how these will fit together with which characters, because some of them already have guns and stuff. But there are a couple of guns here, a really big one there. There's two little rocket launcher thing. This thing here apparently is supposed to be a shield for a Zaku warrior. There's a really detailed sword and sheath over here. Another gun. Another gun. Another gun. Yet another gun. And one more gun. But the bulk of it is the figures that were inside. Now, the one that was on the box was in here as well, but it was basically torn to pieces, and I put it all together, and surprisingly, it had all the pieces. At least I think these are all the pieces. This one here is called PMX-003 The O. Sorry about the sort of light situation there, but yeah, there was this one here that was inside the box, but there was also this one here, which is basically the same as this, but this one, for those of you that know Gundam, for those of you that don't know Gundam actually, they also have Gundam SD, which are super deformed characters. So it's basically the super deformed version of the full-size one here. And I thought that was kind of interesting that this one was in the set as well. I guess the person who had this really liked this character here, so they got both versions of it. Next up is this guy here. I have no idea what his name is. If any of you know anything about Gundam figures more than I do, please let me know. And I have no idea why the camera is sort of making it look so weird, but yep, it's red, and he has a gun, and he has the letters TH and a number 6 on his shoulders. Again, if you know anything about these, please let me know. This one over here is a Zaku warrior. This is the only one that I could actually figure out, other than the two based on the character on the box there. This is the only other one that I could figure out what it was, and it's a green Zaku warrior. And then there's this guy over here with some kind of weird sword gun and these giant wings on his back. Not entirely sure, but he looks pretty awesome. Then there's this guy over here. He's sort of gray-blue, and he has a gun on his shoulder and a shield on his side there, and another gun in his hand, and this thing coming off of his back. Don't know what that's supposed to be about. 3 more figures that are in here. There was also this red plane. I have no idea. Well, it's kind of weird. This red color is picking up weird on my camera, but anyways, it's a weird looking bird plane with like lobster claws. Not entirely sure about this here. And it even has like a little mouth thing at the front that opens up and shows you there's like a gun inside. Just a weird thing. I know absolutely nothing about this, so if you know anything about this, please let me know. Next up is a figure that was actually smashed to pieces, but I managed to glue it together. I don't know how well it will hold, and I did kind of a crooked glue job on this, but there's this purple guy. Basically, his entire sort of skirt thing, I don't know what to call it, but all this all around was broken off. I tried sticking this one back on the front, but I accidentally ended up smashing that. But yeah, I think he's pretty good now. I'm not entirely sure how long he will hold for though. And then the last one, I uh, don't know what to think about this one really here. It actually feels like it's an action figure. It's made out of like a rubbery plastic and not brittle plastic like these characters are made out of. Uh, so I think that it's an actual like action figure. Um, if you know anything about this guy here, sorry, let's see if I can. There you go. I don't know anything about these, and the only marking on this one is uh, B 2001 SAS, and the number is 40701. If anybody knows anything about this guy over here, or any of the other ones, please let me know. Anyways, this video is running a little bit long. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas. Check out my 300 subscribers contest video. Enter if you'd like. Facebook, Twitter, website, linked in the description below. And that's it. See ya.